Our next guest is Cacky Poarch, who's a local actress and woman about town. Come on out and welcome Cacky Poarch.
Hello!
I'll be honest, Avenue, I get happy every time you play. That makes me
so
very
exciting.
excited. Dude, were you a Letterman fan or a Leno fan?
This is not going to be a popular opinion.
You're a Leno fan?
Yeah.
Cacky, what about you? Letterman or Leno?
Letterman.
What's that, Letterman?
Yes.
You know why? Because he was a weatherman before he was a late-night talk show host.
Really?
He started out doing the weather, right.
I did not know
Right
that.
here, just on the Gittner, just
Right.
the...
Well, I think
They don't have that wherever he's from. New York, I guess.
it reflects a period of my life when they were both on where I didn't there were a lot of things that I didn't think critically about because I was a Leno fan, but I don't really know why.
All right, that's fair. He's somewhat funny, according to some people.
Yeah,
Hey,
somewhat funny. That's what I would say.
All right, let's talk to our guest, because that's more interesting than Leno or Letterman,
Fact.
especially Leno. Cacky Poarch, welcome
Yeah.
to the show. You are a mother of 2 children.
Yes, I am, and I care about
whom
education.
You birthed.
Yes, they came
Yes.
from this vessel.
That's,
Thank you for asking.
how old are your children?
I have a senior. She's 17.
Holy moly.
Yes, and my son is a freshman in high school.
So both high schoolers. So we spoke with Felix Linden earlier, who's an educator. How important is education to you this year?
Well, it is extremely important, and I did absolutely vote for people that were pro-education. And actually, right now, I'm doing a documentary film about Faces of the 47th, and Sarah Agee is in the audience. There is, yes, hi.
I think she's filming us from her phone.
That's right. It is a huge art initiative, art installation throughout Oklahoma. There's one in Oklahoma City that was just installed. It's at 10th and Oklahoma near 235.
10th in Oklahoma?
Yes.
So that's...
It's on the Jesus Saves.
Right when you get off the highway, right
Yes.
there at the white, formerly
Yes.
Duncan's Bindery.
Yes.
But now it says Jesus Saves, right?
That's right.
Right.
That's right. And so that was actually installed this past weekend. There's also an installation in Pauls Valley, an installation in Norman and Winoka. And so, and it's called Faces of the 47th.
Faces of the 47th.
Yes, and in particular, it is photos of 47 public school kids, and they are from around the state, and it is a visual reminder to vote pro-education, that this is the future of Oklahoma.
So it's 47 faces.
Correct.
Who are the 47 faces?
They are from around the state. Actually, there's several kids from Enid. There's children from Winoka, from Edmond, from Norman, Oklahoma City, Pauls Valley.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's super exciting. And how long will these be on display?
How what? What?
Sorry, it's loud up here, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, this is really weird.
How long will these be on display?
Well, okay, so most of them are put up with wheat paste, and so they are, according to the weather, they can, degenerate. But that's also sort of a nod to our public education system, it is crumbling and is failing, and so that is actually part of the art installation as well. That the weather affects it, and that is a nod to our education system as well.
Right.
That is so cool.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's so cool.
It
It is
super
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's been a few other art installations around town that were based on that wheat paste
Correct.
media, and I like, as sad as it is to watch them deteriorate, it is somehow connecting in kind of a soulful way, I think. And so this connects in a way. I have kiddos as well, and so to see them and think about their teachers and what that impact is on them is a big deal.
Yes, it is. It is indeed.
Scott's texting, so I'll keep talking. Cacky, have you been politically involved all your life, or just recently?
You're
from Oklahoma, yes?
I am from Oklahoma. Actually, my family has been here since statehood. I have been in Oklahoma a minute.
No, really? Like, Now, do you live on the? Did you get like a plot? Did you have a land run thing?
Okay, so, and I'm trying to think of my history. I don't think my grandparents were in the run, but they have been here since statehood. That is what I...
Well, land run precedes statehood, so...
Correct.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not sure they were actually here on the day, if you will.
Well,
that is impressive.
If you've read your history books, there wasn't
Yeah.
just one day, right? Like,
Right.
people have been hiding behind trees and bushes and
Well,
popping
correct.
out with flags.
But I don't think we can, I mean, I am a Sooner, but I don't think we were
that soon.
that kind of Sooner.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Fascinating. So have you been involved in politics very long?
Oh, not really. I mean, I have strong opinions. I will say that. But I do think, I was actually having a conversation with a woman who was driving Kendra Horn to an event, and she made the comment that if Hillary Clinton had won, she would not be nearly as engaged. But because Trump won,
Right.
she was so engaged, and there are absolutely more, female candidates because Trump won.
That is, that's really interesting.
And
Yes.
we've talked about that.
Yeah.
I think on the podcast. Ooh, maybe not though. But I know I've had this conversation with people individually that some of the things that our country is facing, we are facing because of the current political climate and who is in office.
Right.
Those things existed regardless of who was president, right?
Right.
So if Hillary Clinton had won the president, the people who harbor some of these racist beliefs or whatever would still be out there. However, this is allowing us to confront those in a way we might not have otherwise.
Right.
I mean, I'm thinking this as a therapist, right? Like, this is forcing stuff to come to the surface to be dealt with when otherwise it might go just kind of, we would continue on.
Well, I think there is a higher level of political or female engagement, or I could say outrage, because Trump, even when he was campaigning, the whole grab her by the pussy, I mean, that's how is that, in my opinion, how is that human being president of this
Right.
of this country? It's kind of mind-boggling to this female. I don't get it. And then watching the whole Kavanaugh hearings. I mean, Tiffany, who is, she kind of went viral today. She spoke to Ben Felder about she's a registered Republican, but she voted all Democrat because of Kavanaugh.
Really?
Yes, yeah, and it's
Well, that's an interesting connection between state and federal politics, right?
Yes.
Like, because state races have nothing to do with that necessarily, but for someone to have a reactive response like that is interesting.
yes. I mean, and the first time I protested was after Trump was elected, and I was at the state capitol
Yeah.
for I was
Interesting.
there.
So, I mean, Let's Fix This started following in the middle of a $1.3 billion budget shortfall. And
Right.
so it's interesting how suddenly, like, big political shifts can be a catalyst for folks getting involved.
Absolutely.
Do you think, in your opinion, that today, I mean, there was a lot of Democrats riding on today. They were hoping that there's going to be a big blue wave. I just got a text from someone out of state that some of the news outlets are calling the race in Texas in favor of Ted Cruz, not Beto
God.
O'Rourke. And so do you think this will be more motivating or just straight demoralizing for the left?
No, that's a good question. It may be sad tonight.
I know that was heavy to say
Yes,
that.
it is heavy.
Yeah.
But I would like to, I would like to think that it's inspiring, that it'll call more people to action. Absolutely.
I mean, do you think the 2020 election starts tomorrow?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Dear God. I need a break. Just for a few weeks.
Yeah. I'm really tired, and I'm with you. I'm getting texts from people that are out of state and refreshing results, and I think that the night has not gone the way a lot of folks. I think the night has not gone the way a lot of folks on the left and the right thought it would go.
Right.
Is what it looks like. I mean, the conventional wisdom was that it was going to be a really solid night for Democrats, maybe a huge night for Democrats, and that doesn't look like really either one of those have been the case.
No, yeah, Beto O'Rourke has officially conceded.
Yeah, saw that.
He has conceded or has not? Oh,
that's
he
what
has.
I just heard. Yeah, just conceded.
Yeah, he's conceded. Which, honestly, I don't think is a... I mean, to me, that's not a huge surprise.
I will say, for Democrats like yourself, Kendra is slightly stretching out her lead.
Okay.
And so that's still in play. And again, literally hundreds of votes.
Well, it was, I have to say, exciting for me today to vote for so many females. It was. I'm so thrilled I got to vote for Kendra, and I got to vote for Carrie Hicks, and Carrie Bloomert, and Chelsea Branham. That was great for me today.
Well,
it was.
And we've heard that from several guests tonight of varying political leanings, and I think that there is in some ways, a bipartisan agreement that more women in politics would be a good thing, right?
I think so, yes.
Now, I don't know that the voters agree necessarily. I'm really curious to see the voting turnout between the two genders.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Of course. That will be fascinating, actually. It will.
Because, there's a lot of discussion about that Hillary Clinton lost because women did not vote for her.
Right.
Which was, I guess, somewhat expected, I suppose.
Yeah, and you mentioned, just as a quick update, you mentioned because you were excited to vote for Kendra Horn. With 89% of precincts reporting, Kendra Horn continues to lead Steve Russell by 2,834 votes.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's 50.6 to 49.3. So that's certainly not a done deal, but Kendra Horn continues to lead in that race.
That's exciting. And actually, how is Julia Kurt doing?
Julia is winning.
Yes.
It looks like she's going to take it. Is what I'm
that's
being told.
exciting.
And
I
also
love Julia.
Carrie Hicks as well.
And that's so exciting.
Now, I will say, for those of you who may be new to politics, my understanding is that Republicans really started doing this at the state level several years ago and started kind of building up their bench, right? To use a sports analogy.
Right.
They were like, we need people at city levels, at state levels, and then those folks gain experience and they run for higher office. And I think we've seen that tonight in Oklahoma, that a lot of folks who started in the state house or state senate have now run for statewide office. And I expect them in the future to run for Congress, for other races. And so maybe that is a lesson for the other side, for Democrats to learn of you can't just jump in here. You gotta.
Yeah, right. I think that's real.
And not to say that they haven't had a good turnout this year. They've had, as you mentioned, a ton of candidates who had a lot of energy behind them, a lot of female candidates.
Right.
And so I think we will continue to see that growing in future years.
Yep.
Yes.
Cacky, we mentioned that you were involved. Yes.
No, you were going to ask me a question. Yes, sir?
So we mentioned earlier you were involved in the film industry. You've been involved with Dead Center for a number of years.
Yes, I love me some Dead Center. I was just talking about that. I do believe it is one of the best festivals in Oklahoma. Second weekend in June, always. That's right. I get a yacht from the audience. And as I said, I'm doing a film right now. I'm also going to be on The Price of Fame, Mackenzie Phillips story on the Reels channel. Look for it. I don't know when it's airing. Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you very much. I'm Patricia Fast-Palmer.
In addition to the Faces of the 47th, do you have any other projects coming up?
Well, no, but that's plenty.
That's plenty?
It is plenty, yes. And actually, it's being edited by Mostly Harmless Media right here at the Tower.
Excellent. We
Yes.
Let's Pod This is a member of the Mostly Harmless Media family. So
That's right. Now, let's say people wanted to donate to Let's Pod This or
Yes.
Let's Fix This.
Yes.
How would they do that?
Go to letsfixthisok.org/donate. Or if you just
Fantastic.
want to straight PayPal us, paypal.me/letsfixthisok.
Great, because I did have I believe it's a Let's Fix This cocktail.
Nice.
It's right there.
We have those, yes.
It's
We like-
delicious.
We like
Delicious.
cocktails. Let's fix this.
So,
We're
Cacky,
fans.
you and I were texting a few days ago in preparation of tonight.
Yes.
And you told me you have a few special talents.
Yes.
Any of those that you care to show off? I have 2 prompts here.
Sure.
Do you feel like singing?
Do we have share music?
I don't know if we have any shared music. I don't know if this is an a cappella thing or not.
A Dark Lady a cappella? Are we really dragging
many-
out for time at this point? What is happening?
Well, so you gave me two things.
I did, and I can do a witch's cackle.
I said, so I texted you and I said, do you have any special talents? And you said, I can sing like Cher,
Yes.
and also I have a very scary laugh.
Yes, I have a witch's cackle. Is that where we are in the night? Is we need
We
to
are
hear
in the
something
witch's
like that?
cackle.
Is
That's
that-
true.
Yes,
That's
it's
where it's at.
9:23.
Okay, that's where we're at. Okay, so I
Because you've done some horror films, right? Or scary movies.
Oh yes, I love horror films, and I was killed recently in the corn in Children of the Corn. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
I get killed 10 minutes in. Thank you.
There's not a lot of people that can say that.
Oh, that's your favorite scene is when I get killed? Thank you. Oh,
Should sign an autograph and then maybe watch your back.
thank you. I appreciate that very much. So I guess I'm going to do a witch's cackle at this point.
Would you like to leave us on a witch's cackle?
Yeah, I'll leave you on a witch's cackle.
All right.
I can't wait.
Okay, ready? This is how I feel about the governor's race. I'll see you in 2 years.
And I think we'll leave it right there.
That was outstanding. Well done. All right, Cacky Poarch, everybody. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you.